if something is transient, it means it moves many times, or it's all over the place. Moves, or all over the place. All over the place. So, what things can be transient? The birds are very transient in the fall and spring because they fly south and return home later. Right? The birds are very transient in the fall and spring because they fly south and return home later. Now that's dealing with animals. With people, you have to be careful when you say transient, because if you say the man is transient, okay, that means he moves around often, but if you say the man is a transient, that's different. That is a drug addicted person or an alcoholic who lives on the street, who moves around. These people, we call them transients. So, you have to be careful. Being a transient and being transient, moving around, is two different things. So, for example, if you see some people that typically a transient will do alcohol and drugs, they will move from one city to another, do crimes, stealing and fighting and bad things. So be careful when you use this word. Don't just say, oh, he's transient. They might misunderstand and think that you mean he's a transient. Foster. What is foster? Foster basically means to take care of something. To take care of, to let grow. So you will commonly see foster care. This is when a child has no parents and has people looking after him or her. So if you have a child that has no parents, or the government has taken the child from the parents and now has people looking after him, which is called foster care. Similarly, you see the word foster home or orphanage. Foster home and orphanage is where foster care can happen. That's where you have all those children that were either taken from their parents or have no parents, and they get put into the foster home. Now, foster it doesn't always mean children who are taken from their home. It also means just to let grow. So, for example, if you have seeds and good soil, it can foster the growth of your vegetables. Right? So if you have put seeds in the ground, they sprout, and before you know it, you've got your plants growing and you got a nice big pumpkin. So if you have seeds and good soil, it can foster the growth of your vegetables. And these seeds and soil is fostering, which is allowing, raising, helping the vegetables grow. But it's not just vegetables, it's also, it could be anything, like let's say we have education fosters growth of the economy, right? So education, schooling, helps grow the economy, right? So people have jobs because of education. A whisper. A whisper. What is a whisper? Well, a whisper literally could mean, hello, what's your name? So talking quiet. Talking quietly. So a whisper is talking quietly. As a verb, the man whispered, help me. The man whispered, help me, help me. Also, I heard a whisper in the wind. I heard a whisper in the wind. This does not mean, it doesn't mean it's windy and people are whispering. This just means you hear a sound that, okay, it's not even a sound, it's like a feeling. Whispering in the wind. It's like you walk down the street and it's so nice, you know, it's like, oh, the sun is whispering in the wind. That doesn't make any sense, I know, but we say whispering in the wind if something feels, you can feel something, like you feel the sun is nice, or let's say you're walking and you feel bad, you feel scared, like something's wrong, right? Let's say you're walking down the road and you're thinking, something feels wrong. Dark corner, you see some guy coming out of there. This looks weird, right? So you think, you know, it's something weird. Something weird whispered in the wind. Something weird whispered in the wind. It's like something weird. I felt something weird. This is hard. Let's do something easier. In a whisper. This means fast. Right now. In a whisper. So I went to the store in a whisper. That means I went to the store quickly. I went to the movie in a whisper. I ordered pizza. Hello, I'd like a large pizza, please. And they came in a whisper. Reflective or reflect. The mirror is a reflective surface. The mirror is a reflective surface. So, this is a mirror. Reflective means light hits and then reflects. The light reflects off the mirror. Surface means this, surface. Surface of my face, surface of my head, surface of the mirror, surface of the whiteboard. But reflect doesn't always mean physical reflection. Okay, you can have alright, let me describe. The poor quality reflects the laziness of the worker. So let's say I have to find something poor quality here. Okay, this is a stupid example, but let's say I have a saw, right? Let's say the saw is not cutting. It's not cutting very well. So the poor quality of the saw reflects, like shows, the laziness. Actually, you know what? I don't think this is spelled right. I'll have to check the spelling. Why don't you check the spelling too? Laziness? I don't know. Maybe it's Y. You know, who cares? Okay, the laziness of the worker. So the worker is the person who makes the saw, right? So the poor quality reflects the laziness of the worker. I'll do a different example too. The bad taste of the spaghetti is reflected upon the restaurant. Okay, so the eating spaghetti reflects on the restaurant. So it's like, okay, spaghetti tastes bad, restaurant is bad. It's like reflecting. Like, look, saw is bad, bad worker. Like, board marker is good, reflects good company that makes the board marker, right? Many examples. Radical change is when you have a big change that is much different or much more different. For example, let's say this is your house and you change your house into this. Wow, that's nice. Not, but that's a radical change. This crazy thing hanging off and shaped like a tent. That's pretty cool. No. Okay. That's radical change. Another way to use the word radical is to say radical just like this. So not change. This is just an expression. This means cool. So for example, let's say your friend says, hey, I got a new car. You can say radical. Yeah, so your friend says, hey, I got a new car. You say radical. Or rad. Rad. That's just a saying. That means cool. There's also, you might hear this word, free radicals. free radicals is in your body, just like little tiny poison. And this poison moves around and speeds up your aging. Speeds up aging. Makes you look older. Free radicals are bad. Professional. Professional means your job, or you are very good at something. So, let's take your job, for example. I'm a professional electrician. Electrician. I'm a professional electrician. That means you do this stuff, wires, as your job. But if you want to say, for example, I'm a golf pro, golf professional. Usually we just say golf pro. I'm a golf pro. That doesn't mean that your job is a golf pro. It means that you play in the pro league, so to speak. I play in the pro league. Pro is short for professional. This is the short way of saying professional. So you can say I'm a pro electrician. I'm a pro electrician. That's just a short way of saying I'm a professional electrician. You can also say I'm a golf pro. I'm a golf pro. You can also say this. This is more like just a saying. I'm pro star. I'm pro star. This is more like a joke, kind of. It's like a joke. So for example, if you are very good at riding a motorcycle, you can say, yeah, I'm pro star. I'm a pro star motorcyclist. Right? I'm a pro star motorcyclist. It's just, you're sort of bragging, like bragging or joking. Yeah, I'm pro star. Let's talk about the word size. So size, okay, the easy way of looking at this word is to say, okay, size. How big? The size is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inches. The size is 5 inches. Or if you're dealing with clothing, right? You've got small, medium, and large. The different sizes are small, medium, and large. We carry 3 sizes of t-shirt. Small, medium, and large. We carry 3 sizes of t-shirt. T-shirts? I don't know. Either t-shirt or t-shirts. I don't know. Anyway, we carry 3 sizes of t-shirt, small, medium, and large. But another way to use the word size is like this. Size up. I sized up my opponent. So if you're getting ready for a fight, you size up your opponent by looking at your opponent to see how strong he is. So if this is you, you're looking at your opponent to see how big he is, how fast he is. So I sized up my opponent. It doesn't have to be for people though. You can say I sized up the project. So let's say you're going to build a house. You're thinking, I don't know if I can build it. I sized up the house project and I think I can do it. Right? I sized up the house project and I think I can do it. I was getting ready for my fight, so I sized up my opponent. I think I can win. Arch enemy. If you have an arch enemy, it is your biggest enemy, your main enemy. So, let's say this is your arch enemy. Wow, look at this monster. He's got 3 feet and he breathes fire. And he has a big tail with spikes coming out of the tail. That's his arch enemy. My arch enemy is a monster. Alright? Now, you could have companies too. So, for example, if this is your company A, here's company B, company A and company B are arch enemies. Company A and company B are arch enemies. Similarly, you can call them rivals. Right? Company A and company B are rivals. It's similar, but not as heavy as arch enemy. Let's say this is arch enemy. Rivals is like this, for how strong of a fight. But equal to arch enemy, nemesis. If you search nemesis, you get many different movies and TV shows called nemesis because it's a cool word, right? My nemesis is my brother. My evil brother. My nemesis is my evil brother. It's a pretty cool word. You can also say my biggest opponent is the 3-armed monster. But when you put 3, you should go spell the word, okay? My biggest opponent is the 3-armed monster. My biggest rival is the 3-armed monster. My biggest nemesis is the 3-armed monster. Variables. variables. Variables are things to consider or things that may happen. Things to consider, things that may happen. For example, let's say we are going to build a house. I'm going to build a house on a mountain. We have variables, right? Can the house fall? Can the house fall? That's the first variable. So we'll go V1. First variable. Variable 2. Wind. How about lightning? You have clouds. Variable 3, lightning. Also, roads. Is there a road? I don't know. Roads. Or too far away. Those are variables. But what is variable? Huh? No S. So not variables, variable. Variable means can change. So for example, time is variable. If you have a clock, the hands move around. Actually, this clock, the batteries are dead, but if the batteries were good, the time would move, and that means time is variable. Okay, what else is variable? Let's say my pay, money from the job, is variable. If you get paid different amounts of money, it changes, right? We can also say the weather or temperature is variable. The weather or temperature is variable. So for example, make a chart. Here's time, temperature, actually just temp. Temp dot is short for temperature. So for example, wow, that's a nice chart, I know. So that's my graph or chart. That's my chart. Temperature and time is variable. What's a geek? This is a geek. The nerd. Yeah, look at that. All day long on his computer. That's a geek. You can also say computer geek. So he is a geek. He is a computer geek. Or he is a nerd. Computer nerd. He is a nerd. He is a computer nerd. He is a nerdy guy. He is a nerdy guy. Or nerdy man. Or nerdy boy. Nerdy man. Okay, unity. What is unity? To be together. So, I'll draw something, okay? Sun, Earth. The sun and the earth have unity because they're together. The sun and earth have unity, or the sun and the earth have unity. Unified. Same thing. Unified, unity. I am unified with my car. Wow. I am unified with my car. That means when you are in your car, you are together. So what's the opposite? Ununified. What a nice word that is. Not. It's funny, ununified. It looks like ununified, but you say ununified. My car and I are ununified. That's if I hate my car. My car and I are ununified. I hate my car. My car and I lack unity. Lack unity. My car and I are lacking unity. My car and I lack unity. My car and I are lacking unity. We are ununified. We do not have unity. We don't have unity. We are not together. You are swimming with sharks. You are swimming with sharks. This is an idiom that means you are in danger. Maybe in danger. So, you are swimming with sharks. That means, hey man, you're in danger. So, for example, let's say you are walking down the street and you walk around with a big gun and you're shooting. You're walking around and shooting. You are swimming with sharks. Because nothing good is going to happen. You are going to get arrested by the police, take you to jail. Oh my god. Accident. Okay. You will get in trouble. You are swimming with sharks. You will get in trouble. I have an ocean of bad luck. I have an ocean of bad luck. If you say you have an ocean of something or a sea of something, it means I have a lot of bad luck. So for example, let's say every day bad things happen. I lose my money, I get hit by a car, somebody punches me in the face. Oh man, I have an ocean of bad luck. That means I have a sea of bad luck, or a lot of bad luck. I have a sea of bad luck, because the sea is big, right? So if you have a sea of bad luck, the sea is big, it means you have big bad luck, a lot of bad luck. Sounds like a storm is brewing. Sounds like a storm is brewing. Well, this is another idiom. It means something bad may happen. Because a storm, right? That's a storm. Brewing comes from brewing beer, or to make beer. So it's like making the storm. It sounds like it's making a storm. So something bad, it sounds like something bad is going to happen. Something bad may happen. Something fishy. Something fishy. If something is fishy, it means something seems wrong. Something seems wrong. So you can say, you know, I saw a bad man in the neighborhood yesterday. Something smells fishy. That's the expression. Something smells fishy. Something smells fishy. If you say something smells fishy, something weird might happen. You feel like something is not right. The cat's out of the bag. This is an idiom. Of course, it doesn't mean that you actually have a cat in a bag and the cat jumps out. No, that's not what it means. Well, it's a nice cat, don't you think? Look at that. The cat's out of the bag. It doesn't mean you have a cat and he jumps out of the bag and running around. No, no, no. It means the situation... I should close the door, sorry. The situation is out of control. The situation is out of control. I can't stop the problem. I can't stop the problem. So for example, let's say you're having a little campfire and your fire starts, you have a tree, the tree's on fire, now pretty soon another tree's on fire, and everything is on fire. If everything is on fire, the cat's out of the bag. You can't stop that. It's just everything's burning. Like in Russia last summer, well this summer, the cat was out of the bag in Russia because everything was on fire. People were dying and smoke everywhere, and oh my gosh. So that's a situation where the cat's out of the bag. There's another saying, cat got your tongue. Cat got your tongue? If you say cat got your tongue, it means do you have, or no. Do you not know what to say? Cat got your tongue? Do you not know what to say? It's like, you see something and it's like, you don't know what to say. Cat got your tongue? Or somebody says something confusing or asks you a question that you don't know the answer to. If you don't know the answer, you just got, cat got your tongue? Okay. What's the gold standard? I'll tell you right now. Okay, the gold standard is the best. That's it, the best. So, let's say we have a company, I fit it in good. Okay, company A makes, oh, what can I find here? Alright, check this out. Sockets. Wrenches. We are the, does it say socket? Yeah, see? 12-piece socket wrench set. We are the socket wrench gold standard. We are the socket wrench gold standard. We are the best at producing socket wrench. Socket wrenches. Okay, fine. And what does it also mean? If you have the gold standard, this also means in economics, if your money is backed by gold. Sorry, let me put my sockets down for a second. So let's say you have $1. No, let's do $10. Say $10. Well, the government has, okay, this is you. The government has gold, $10 of gold. That's the gold standard. When you have $10, the government must have $10 of gold. And at any time you can go to the government and buy the gold for $10. Technically. The gold standard in the United States was stopped in 1978 or something. And you look what's happening now, everything's out of control. Maybe the gold standard is a good thing, maybe it's not. When you have a banana plant, for example, you can replant, in other words, make more. You can replant the tree, or the plant. Replant the plant, that sounds kind of stupid. We'll say replant the bananas. We'll replant the bananas when this tree has produced the bananas there. This will die, and what we can do is cut off this part here, which already will start to have a small tree growing from it. We'll cut off this rhizome. Cut off the rhizome, and we'll move it because there's going to be two little banana plants here. Cut those off. You can move this one maybe over here. And the roots will grow and it will produce more bananas. Now that's a rhizome plant. You can also plant from seed. Now seed would grow a onion, for example. So onions grow from seed. That's what we say. Onions grow from seed. Seeds make onions. If seeds make onions, what you can do is when your onion is in the ground, like this, it will, if you leave it, it will make seeds. So you collect the seeds and you can plant them in the ground, and you will make more onions. You will replant the seeds. Or maybe I should say first that you would save the seeds. So you'll first save the seeds, which will allow you to grow more onions.